guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I create my Sims. I always get so many questions on how I make my Sims look, how they look a certain way. So I thought I'd just put together a little video for you guys so we can go through the process together. All the custom content and mods that I'm using in this video today will be linked down below. If I forgot to link anything then please let me know and I'll find it for you guys. First things first, I normally just randomize my sim until I find like a decent base. Okay, so now that I've found like a decent looking sim, I normally just remove everything. So I removed all the accessories, any makeup if they have that on. I remove the hair. First things first, I'm gonna change these eyes to my like favorite default ones. These default contacts are the melancholic 129 default. I think they're my favorite ones at the minute. I just love how they look. So I'm just going to change her eyes to one of these. I think we'll just do brown. Now that I've picked the eyes that I want, because the other ones were annoying me, and I'll go to skin tones and kind of just play around with them, see kind of what undertone I like best. Okay, now that I've picked a skin tone, I like to go into skin details. So in skin details, you can find overlays for the skin. Right now I've got a default skin on, which is, I believe, Nuzuri Agave, if that's how you pronounce it. Hopefully that is. That kind of makes their skin look better like when you go into cat immediately, but I like to add on other skins. So I like to just choose the skin first, so I just kind of click through them all, kind of see what I like. You can also get ones for older Sims as well. This one's called Vivian and this one's by Poyo Poyo as well, and it just gives them like wrinkles and I just think it makes them look cute. And if you have the slider mod, you can also turn the opacity down so it's not as intense. I really like the Elrina ones recently, so I'm gonna go with that. You can make it darker with these here, or you can make it more subtle on the skin. I think I'm going to go for that one. Now that I've picked a skin, I like to kind of play with the facial features first, and then I go in and add more skin details. I find that way I can kind of figure out what the sim is going to look like, and then I can add on like other bits to their face. I'm going to go on to the eyes first. These ones look pretty good already, but I do have presets by Northern Siberia Winds as well, which are kind of better than the default eyes, but I actually really like these. They're not too bad. But if you click onto these ones, you'll see it changes the shape of them. I think these ones are cute, so we'll go with these. Gonna turn them down a little bit, and I just kind of play around with it and just see how it's looking. I do like to make the eyes a bit smaller because I feel like giving them smaller eyes makes them look more realistic, because I feel like if their eyes are too big it just makes them look very cartoony. And also play with this a little bit, make this smaller and bigger, and I just kind of play with the shape here. Okay, I think that looks good for now. And then I like to just go onto the nose. Not gonna lie, I do have presets by Northern Siberia Winds again and other creators. I do kind of just like to use the normal Sims default noses sometimes. I think they're still nice, especially when you've got a good skin overlay on. I feel like they just look really good anyway. I think we'll go with that one. I think that one looks pretty cute. And then I just like to play around with the nostrils and everything and move them up and down. And then I just turn them to the side and kind of just customize it that way. Sometimes I try and make their nose look less perfect because I feel like I don't want all my Sims to look like they're nose jobs, you know. I want them to have like real looking noses. And then I like to just bring their eyes out a little bit. I don't really like when they're like really in their head. I think it looks very weird. Next I normally go onto the lips. So I have a lot of presets here. This one's really cute. It shows the teeth. You know what? Now that I've seen her teeth, let me change them and I'll show you guys how. So you go to the teeth in skin details, and I have these teeth defaults by Unisim and I really like them. These are actually for males, so I don't know why she's got them on. She looks so scary. Let's try some different ones out. I feel like they all look really unique. That's why I love them so much. Okay, they'll do. Anyways, let's go back to the lips. So yeah, you can get lips that show the teeth as well, which is very cool. So these are some pretty nice presets. Also got some by Obscurus too. I think I'm going to use the Puyo Puyo ones for today because I recently downloaded these and I really like them. I think they look really good. I've got a slider that allows you to make your Sims lips go really big, really small, and I will link that down below because right now I'm not sure what it's called. And I like it because I feel like without it, you haven't got much freedom, because if you do that and do that, like sometimes it's not big enough or it's not small enough. So I feel like the sliders really do help to make it look exactly how you want. So just kind of then play with the lips, you know. You need to kind of learn the facial proportion. The corners of the mouth normally line up to the pupil of the eye. So that's how I like to do it. I like to make sure that everything is proportionate on my sim, just to make it look the most realistic and human that I can. And then I just play around with the shape of the bottom lip. Just kind of get it how I want it. And every time I do try and make my sims have different features just so they look different. I don't want my sims to have all the same faces. Okay, now that I've done that, I'll like work on the cheeks and the jaw and the chin. So the cheekbones I'm not too fussed about. I normally will just push them in a little bit, and the cheeks in a little bit. The chin, I normally just make it quite small and defined. Sometimes I'll bring the jaw in or out. You just need to play around with it and kind of see what face shape you prefer. Then I turn it to the side and make sure it all looks good. Normally from the side I like the lips just to stick out a little bit so they don't look like really flat, if that kind of makes sense. Before I add any skin details on, I like to add some eyelashes. Obviously these haven't got to be the final ones, but I just like to give them some eyelashes so I can kind of get a vision of what they're going to look like. The eyelashes I use are by Northern Siberia Winds. I just put these ones on for now because I think they're really cute. I love Twisted Cat's eyelashes, Sims, Obscurus, they're the best. Before I actually move on to skin details, I like to click on the ears. And again, these presets are by Northern Siberia Winds. A lot of my presets are by Northern Siberia Winds because I think they just have really good ones. But I think the ears look more realistic with these presets. You can also get these as well, which is cute for like fantasy gameplay. I love. But I'm going to go with these. I think they look the most realistic. You can make them smaller or bigger. You know, you can play around with them, make them stick out or however you want them to look. Okay, so now that I've done all that, I'm now going to go back into skin details and just add what I can. I do like to add the under eye circles. So these are by Tamo, if that's how you pronounce it. I like adding them. I just think they give good definition to the face. I also love to add a nose mask as well, just to make the nose look more defined. You just have to kind of play around with it and see what one you think fits your sim. I like this one here. This is nose tip 1. And I always find myself using this one. So I'm going to use that one today. I don't know, I just love it. You can also add like a little nose bridge as well by Northern Siberia Winds again. So it just makes the nose look more defined. And I love that. I love how it looks. So by Sims 3 Melancholic, I also have these pimples. You can get just like normal pimples, or you can get like on with spot cream on. Get more subtle ones. I think these are really cool. I do really like these. I feel like it's all the imperfections that make them look so good, and I love adding them. This one looks like it's got like a pimple patch over it. I'm gonna add that one. I think that one looks quite cute. I also love OK Room miscellaneous details. So you get all different kinds of skin details in here. And I just like to go through them and kind of see what ones I like. I think that one's cool, makes it her cheekbones look really defined. And you have like another nose detailing one here, which I actually really like. I think I'm going to keep that on because it makes the nose look even better. And you get multiple, so you can add like more miscellaneous details. I think these dimples are quite cute. I think I might give her the dimples. I also have moles as well. These are by Sims 3 Melancholic, and I love to use these too. I feel like it just makes every sim look so unique. In cheek details, I have something by Northern Siberia Winds, and it's kind of like a blusher. Adds like a subtle blush to the face, which I think makes all sims look just healthier and pretty. I think I'm going to go for that one. It's quite subtle. I also have these highlighters here, which make the nose just look a bit shiny, like they've got highlight on. I really do like these a lot. I think they're quite pretty, and you can make them like more subtle. You can kind of change the undertone of the colour. I have got these eyelid overlays as well, which kind of change the shape of their eyelids. So this one here is by Northern Siberia Winds, and I also use these by Sims 3 Melancholic. I've actually been loving Sims 3 Melancholic recently. I'm gonna use those ones. And then you go on to the mouth details, and sometimes I just like to add a little bit of colour to the lips, or you can add some detailing like these. But I normally just prefer to add the Northern Siberia Winds lip blush because it makes their lips just have a subtle bit of colour, and I just like that. I like how it looks. Okay, so now that I've done her skin detailing, I'm going to move on to her eyebrows. My favourite eyebrows to use are by Twisted Cat. Can't remember who these are by. I think it might be Sims 3 Melancholic, but they're normally my favourite. I just like to go through them and kind of see which ones I think look cute on her face shape. Kind of adjust them as well. The eyebrows are always meant to start just above this bit of the eye, so you can just do that. I feel like learning facial proportion really helps when it comes to making Sims. Usually Twisted Cat's eyebrows are my favourite. I love them so much. Just kind of play around with them a little bit. I feel like I've accidentally made her look like Ariana Grande a little bit. Oopsie. Once I'm kind of happy with the brows, I just kind of leave them. And then I go on to other things, and if I realise that I don't like the brows, I just go back and change them. It's not a big deal. You can always go back and change things. That's the best thing about The Sims. I then go in with the hair and kind of see what kind of hair colour I think will look cute. Obviously I can't link every hair, but I'm gonna link some hair creators that I love, and you can have a look through their stuff. So I just kind of scroll through and see what ones I think suit her the most. This is one of those scenarios where I can't decide what hair I want to go for, so I normally then just put it up in a little slick back bun. This one's by Twisted Cat. I love this. It's really good for creating a sim and getting the hair out their face. I'll just go to makeup, and then I'll do their makeup first, and then I'll go back into hair and see kind of what I want to do. I really like the glittery corner. I think that looks very cute. You can always turn the opacity down. Doesn't have to be so intense. I normally always gravitate back towards this one as well. It's by The Sims 4 or something like that. I love this eyeliner so much. Then I go into cheeks, and I just have a little look around. The Essential Glam Kit, the makeup that comes with this is insane. If you don't have it, please get it. I think it's like only like £5 or something. It's very cheap. I really do love these, and it also gets a blusher with some highlight on as well, which I thought was just really cute. Some of my favourite lipsticks are by Twisted Cat, Cryptic Sim, Obscurus. Obviously I can't link all of them, but I'm going to link the creators for you guys as well. I really like this weird gloss by Obscurus. So obviously I think it comes in like an alien theme pack, but I really like selecting this colour here. Turn it down a bit so it's not too much. I feel like it makes their lips look really juicy. And then I like to go into face paint. I've got these lip liners in here by Cryptic Sim, and I like to add these with them. I normally love like a brown colour, and then turning down the opacity so it's not too intense, because that's a bit too intense. Sometimes once the lip liner's on as well, I like to change the lips after that as well, so I can kind of just make it look how I want it to look. Okay, now that I've done her makeup, I'm gonna move on to her body preset. So I'm gonna remove all her clothes. Because of the skin, it's given her 2 belly buttons. So I'm going to go into skin details and just put a body mask on her. These body masks are by Northern Siberia Winds. Also got one by Sims 3 Melancholic. I like this actually. I think I'm going to go for this one. This looks very cute. After that, I like to go into body and go to my presets. So I literally have body presets all here, which I love, and I think it makes their bodies look so realistic and human. I love it so much. So I like to just go through them all. Obviously you need to undo it and then go back onto them, otherwise they all go on top of each other. I really like this one by Peachy Fairy. I love that it gives them hip dips. It's one of my favorites. And then you just kind of like adjust the body accordingly, you know, how you want it to look. By the way, the underwear is a default underwear, and that is by Scandi Sim, and don't forget it's all going to be linked below anyway. Okay, so now I've gone back to her hair. I'm kind of like just flicking through, seeing what colours I prefer on her. I do really like blonde. I am going to go back into her eyebrows and change them again. I really do like the thin eyebrows. I think they look really cute, to be honest. And then I flick through again just to kind of see what I think fits. Let's try a different colour. I feel like black really looks good with these eyebrows. Okay, I think that's cute. I think that really suits her, and I think the black hair looks really, really cute. Okay, now that I've done her hair, I think it's time to move on to her outfit. Oh, I really like the pink leopard print. You know what? I really, really like these capris. And I love how they show off her hip dips. I think they're really cute. For shoes, I'm not too sure. Maybe like... Okay, no. Oh, I did download recently these, but also I got these recently too, and I think they're so cute. I think I might see the pink ones. They really remind me of the Sabrina Carpenter Uggs. I think they're adorable. You know what? I think this is so cute. I love her. Okay, then I'm gonna go to accessories. I'm gonna go to her fingernails and kind of see what we can add. Oh, I did add these recently. Maybe we could do these. I'm gonna go for these. These are adorable. So add that to all outfits. And then we'll go to toenails. I think we'll just do like a simple pink just to match her fingernails that she's got on. Then I'd like to add some bracelets as well. I feel like she's a silver girly for sure. And then on the other wrist, we'll probably add, I think they're quite cute. And then let's have a look at the rings as well. Maybe some of these just to match her bracelet. I think they look cute. Very, very cute. You know what? I kind of want to make her eyelashes a bit bigger, so I think I'm going to go a size up. Yeah, we'll go for medium. I think they look cute, like in the medium size. Because we had the small size on before, but I think medium just looks better. And now I'm going to go ahead and see if any jewellery fits her face, like any piercings or anything. Yeah, I think that suits her. That's the Orion one by Prayline. That looks really good on her. Wow. The earrings you can't really see, but I think these star ones look really good and they suit her. I totally forgot. I downloaded more stuff. And there was a necklace that I really want to use. I want to use this one. I love that on her. Well, you can do this one too, but I think this one is cuter. I love it so much. She's adorable. And this is the finished look. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so proud of her. I think she looks so cute, and yeah, that is kind of a tutorial on how I make my Sims. I really hope that helped you guys. Everything used on this sim will be tagged below, and I will be tagging some creators as well. If you guys need some more hair CC and clothing, etc., that will all be tagged below as well. Well guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like and comment, and be sure to leave any feedback below and let me know just kind of what videos you want to see from me. Okay guys, well thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.